Hello, I'm Will Peebles, and welcome to the Scoop at Southern. It's been a busy week here at GSU. We'll take a trip to the rack to work up a sweat with Pilates for Pink and talk with a cast member of the complete abridged works of William Shakespeare about the play. We'll begin with a local event that explores sustainable solutions. Statesboro's Greenfest used to be known as the Sustainability Fair, but the name has been changed since the event has grown. Our own reporter Taylor Critchlow has the scoop. Taylor?
Thanks, Will. I'm here today at Greenfest, hosted by the Center for Sustainability and Keep Bullock Beautiful. Today we're going to be learning about how to live a more sustainable life by learning how to make a water barrel, worm compost, while also listening to live music and getting some food. So, here we go. Dr. Leahy, the director for the Center for Sustainability. Now, what gave you the idea for Greenfest? What was the thought process behind it?
Well, we have done a sustainability fair with the farmers market for the past 5 years, and this year we decided we're going to just expand and go across the street and have live music and lots of workshops and all kinds of fun activities for everybody to get engaged in. And so this is kind of an outgrowth of a sustainability fair that we already had in place. But as you can see, it's taken off, and there's lots of happy people and lots of sustainable solutions.
Okay, all right, so tell me what's happening behind us here. What is this?
Okay, so this is a rain barrel workshop, and the idea with the rain barrel is that it collects water off the roof of your house. Instead of just letting that water run into the ground, you can use that to water your lawn and your garden. You could even use that water to flush your toilet. So that actually helps us to conserve water tremendously if we use rain barrels instead. So with this workshop, we have pre-drilled all of these barrels, which we got from Georgia Southern, and they're being turned into rain barrels with spigots. And then everybody who's signed up is going to take home a free rain barrel. So they're putting together their own rain barrels and are going to take them home and start with a sustainable solution right here today.
Not bad. Director for Keep Bullock Beautiful. Now, what is Keep Bullock Beautiful's role in Greenfest?
We work closely with the Center for Sustainability for pretty much all of our events, and so each year we host a river cleanup. River's Alive. We host it in October, usually the first Saturday in October, and it's just a countywide river cleanup. We usually have 100 to 150 volunteers come out and remove trash from the banks of the Ogeechee River and its tributaries. This year, the last count I had was 168 people come out. So because we host in the fall and Greenfest happens in the fall, Dr. Alyssa-Rhae and Christina Beslin with Georgia Southern Center for Sustainability, we got together and said, let's combine the events. And so we did. And then we've also had a hand in the rain barrel building, as you can see behind us. And it's a great event. We're thrilled. Hopefully we can continue doing it from year to year. It's worked out famously for all of us.
Our time today at Greenfest. I was able to make a biodegradable flower pot and got a bag. I'm hoping to make some worm decompost soon as well. I hope everybody's able to stop by Greenfest next year because it was a blast. Back to you, Will.
Thanks, Taylor. Now we're going to transition from finding sustainable solutions to a group that is seemingly incapable of finding any solutions as week 2 of our government shutdown coverage begins. I sat down with the interim chair of the Political Science Department, Billy Ballack, recently to discuss the shutdowns and its potential ramifications. Dr. Ballack, tell me a little bit about the government shutdown. What happened and why is it happening? Why is the government shut down?
Okay. Well, you have the Republicans in Congress, obviously in the House of Representatives, who are very opposed to Obamacare. They are not happy with the conditions under which it was passed and so forth. and they believe that it's a program or a policy that is going to cost a lot of money and is another government-run program and so forth. And they tend to be more in line of saying, let's let the states do these sorts of things rather than the federal government. And they have used this sort of time when the new budget year starts every October 1st, and said they're kind of putting their foot down and saying, they're going to tie the new budget to the due funding of Obamacare. And of course, it's the House of Representatives where the funding starts.
What sort of effects has this had on the rest of the country? Not necessarily in D.C. or Congress or any of the government-paid officials right there at it. Mm-hmm. What are the effects on like the you and me's, the citizens? What happens to us?
Obviously the biggest effects so far are, if you want to go to a national park, if you're visiting anything that's run by the government, those things are shut down. Right. Government employees are being furloughed. They're being, they're not working. They're not being paid. That's going to have a ripple effect through the economy. That means that people perhaps won't be paying their mortgages on time. They won't be paying their electric bills on time and so forth. And so that may have quite an effect on the economy as these bills go unpaid and so forth, even though they're still due. Now, I do know that members of Congress are still getting their paychecks, even though 100 of them today have apparently said that they would be not taking their checks and so forth. But that still leaves 435 members of Congress that are taking their checks.
We're going to take a quick break here, but when we come back, we'll work out the rec for Breast Cancer Awareness Month and talk with a few guests from the theater department about their upcoming show, The Complete Abridged Works of William Shakespeare.
Hey everybody, how you doing? My name's Eric Carter.
I'm Claire Terrell.
And I'm Alex Bowser.
And we'd like to invite you to The Complete Works of William Shakespeare.
Abridged. It's October 17th through October 19th at 7:30 p.m. in the lecture hall in the Nursing and Chemistry Building, room 1207.
Yes,
I've
that's
been to that one.
How much money is it, Eric?
It is $5 for students and $8 general admission.
It's being put on by Theater South, which is the theater organization on campus.
Pretty good. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, and just come and watch us attempt to perform all 37 of Shakespeare's wonderful, wonderful plays in under an hour and a half.
You might learn something.
The Complete Works of William Shakespeare, Abridged, by Adam Long, Daniel Singer, and Jess Winfield. You'll have a good time, promise. Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. October marks the beginning of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. With benefits events popping up all over town, the RAC hosted its own event, Pilates for Pink. Our very busy reporter, Taylor Critchlow, was at the event and has the report.
Pilates for Pink is an annual event held in October for breast cancer awareness. I spoke with Hannah Payton, a program assistant for group fitness at the RAC, about the event.
Pilates for Pink is an annual thing that we hold every year, and what it is basically just for our community here at Georgia Southern to raise awareness to breast cancer. So Zeta Tau Alpha, the sorority here on campus, is what hosts the event, and our group fitness instructors instructs the event, and it's basically just raising awareness and to people who have been affected by breast cancer and how we can, hopefully reach a cure someday. It's called Pilates for Pink for a reason. We have Pilates classes and awesome abs classes, and right now at this moment a spin class and a Zumba class are going on together at the same time on the same court. So that's really cool. And then right upstairs we have the Pilates class going on with double instructors, so that means we can have more people come in, so we can have an overall larger class and overall more awareness of the breast cancer.
I was also able to speak with Caitlin DeLong, Director of Philanthropy for Zeta Tau Alpha, about ZTA's role in the event.
Zeta Tau Alpha's national philanthropy is breast cancer education and awareness, and we are partnering up with the RAC to do Pilates for Pink just to raise awareness through the campus and through our community. And October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's a fun way to get together through the community and the campus to work out and just learn about it more.
Pilates for Pink is an event where students can work on getting fit while raising awareness about breast cancer, and I would strongly encourage Georgia Southern and Statesboro residents to attend next year.
Thanks for that, Taylor. I'm now joined by a very special guest, a member of the upcoming theater production, the complete abridged works of William Shakespeare, Mr. Eric Carter. Eric, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good, very good.
It's great to have you on. Eric, tell me a little bit about the play. It's called The Abridged Works of William Shakespeare. What does that mean?
It's the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged. And basically, it was written in the mid-'80s by three people, Adam Long, David Singer, and Jess Winfield. And the basic premise of the play is that three actors attempt to perform in some way, shape, form, or fashion all 37 of William Shakespeare's plays in about an hour and a half.
And how does that go? It goes through from the very beginning to the very last play he wrote, or what? Tell me a little bit about how it's condensed.
We do a lot of the plays in different ways. Like one play, we wrapped the play.
Which one?
We'd wrap Othello, and Titus Andronicus we perform as a cooking show, a Julia Child style cooking show, which is fun, and we condense a lot of them into like one big lump of hilarity, and the whole show involves a lot of improv and a little bit of audience participation.
Yeah. Well, improv sounds fun. We might do something with that later.
All right.
But tell me a little bit about how many people are involved with the show.
Well, the show is being put on by Theater South, which is the student theater organization here on Georgia Southern, and so that means it's it's student directed, student produced, student funded, student acted, and with very little to no help from the theater professors. So
what do you do?
Oh, I'm an actor, yes.
So as far as being an actor for this, what does that really entail? What do you have to do in order to be prepared for this show, in order to get everything going?
Well, this show, it's a lot of physicality. It's a lot of like running back and forth and quick costume changes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and just keeping all because we're all playing several different characters, because again, we're going through all 37 of Shakespeare's plays. So like just mentally keeping in mind, okay, I'm this character at this time, and just keeping all that together, it's a lot.
So you said that the entire play, or the entire 37 plays, lasts an hour and a half.
Yes.
So how long are each individual play?
It varies, because like some segments are longer than others, but because the first act we're actually doing 36 of the plays, and then the second act is all Hamlet, which is one of Shakespeare's most famous plays. So like the entire second act is just us dealing with Hamlet.
That's awesome. So you mentioned improv earlier.
Yes.
And when we come back, we're actually going to have a little bit of fun with that. And I'll call in our producers, call in Shaquem from Sports Talk, and we're going to see how that goes. But we'll be back right after this. Welcome back. I'm joined here by our senior executive producer, Chase Chalker. Now, Chase is going to be playing the part of Drew Carey tonight, and Eric and I are going to be playing the parts of the Who's Line cast members, I suppose.
All right.
And we're going to be playing scenes from a hat. So, Chase, go ahead.
End of the world, the apocalypse.
I am not drunk enough for this, man.
We're going to have to fix that, Eric. We're going to have to fix that real quick.
All right. Okay. Did you bring the swords? Why would you bring the swords?
I have the swords.
You have the swords?
I have the swords.
Well, that is convenient. Oh, it ended. Wow.
Okay. What the GSU problem guy does in real life?
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
The government was run by gangsters.
Oh, you gonna shut me down? You gonna shut me down?
Yo, bro.
Man.
I'm like, you about to step off.
GOP ain't gonna pass Obamacare.
You about to step off a fiscal cliff
No.
right now, dog. You about to step off a fiscal cliff right now.
All right.
Dos Equis guy is your boss.
I don't always fire people, but when I do, it's you.
2 people trapped in an elevator.
We're trapped in an elevator. Love me. Okay.
People at a haunted house.
Boom. Man, I can't believe. Oh, God, I gotta give you some.
Man, that wasn't scary. I don't know what time it was.
Christmas shopping with your mom.
Would you like this sweater, honey?
Mom, I don't.
Sweater?
No, Mom.
Do you think this is a good sweater? It looks good.
It's a lot.
Try it on. No, try it on.
Okay,
Try it on.
Mom, this
Try it on.
this says I'm 12 years
Try
old.
it on.
Mom,
Honey, just try it on.
Doctor's appointment.
Okay, let me check your heartbeat here. Breathe in. Sir, you appear to be dead.
Really? Well, that's inconvenient.
That's all the time we have for this week's episode. I'd like to thank Eric very much and Chase for coming out and helping us out with this. And thank you for joining us. From all of us here at Student Media, have a great week, Eagle Nation.